So in this full body mobility routine, we're going to start from the bottom of the body and work up through the joints, through the muscles. So there's a little bit in the upper body there as well, but primarily working those muscles and joints of the lower body. When you're doing these kind of routines, it's better to do it when your body's already a little bit warm. So maybe after a warm shower, when you're nice and relaxed, or after a sauna, even after kind of a light training session when you've had a bit of a sweat on. You don't really want to be doing it directly, a full mobility routine, directly after a really tough match or a really tough workout, because you're going to be a little bit tight, a little bit tense. You want to be quite relaxed when you're doing these to really be able to work through a full range of motion. So it's better to kind of do these independently as a mobility routine as and of itself. So the first exercise, we're going to start with working from the bottom of the body in the ankles here. We're just going to work from going up onto our toes, what we call plantar flexion, and then switching over onto the heels, what we call dorsiflexion. So I'm pushing through the toes, getting as high as I can, and then rolling back onto the heels. Just going to work this sequence 10 times. So rocking back and up. Each time I come up onto the toes, that counts as one, just showing from the front as well. So I'm just using that wall for support when I'm working to the side, just rolling toes back to heels. So just having that position high as you can, and just gradually trying to increase the range of motion on each rep. Get as high as you can onto those toes, really pushing down into the ground, and then right back onto the heels. When I've done my 10 reps, just going to pause there. So my next exercise, I'm going to work more on ankle flexion. We're going to do this exercise against the wall. I'll work side on just to show the technique, but we normally do it against the wall because you can actually see then how far away from the wall your foot is. You can almost sort of gauge your ankle flexibility from that. So you're going to be pushing against the wall, leaning there with the toes a couple of inches away, and you're just flexing in to let your knee touch the wall. So I'm just keeping that back leg bent, pushing in. So I'm doing it against the wall. It's this flexion in, touching and flexing back. And so what you're trying to work out is how far away from the wall you can be, yet still be able to touch your knee to the wall with the foot completely flat. I'm just going to work through around 15 repetitions of this. So I'm just working there, imagining that wall's there. So this is the position, flexing in, flexing back. And then when I've done my 15 reps, I switch around onto the other leg, same thing, back leg bent just for support, hands against the wall, flexing the knee in to touch the wall. Again, around 15 repetitions. Really bending in. If you find it too easy, take that foot slightly further away from the wall and flexing, getting that knee touching the wall on each repetition. What you can do with that, we said about sort of monitoring how far away from the wall your foot is, you might see that there might be a discrepancy between the mobility in both sides. If you find one ankle is significantly tighter, significantly less mobile than the other, then you can maybe focus a little bit more work on that side. From there, I'm going to take a seat on the floor. This time, I'm just going to wedge myself up against the wall, and I'm just going to cross my ankle over onto my knee and bring that bent leg in as close to me as I can. When I've got this position, take a nice deep breath, breathe out and just try and bring it a little bit closer, just gently pushing the knee away to really get that stretch through the glute. From there, I'm going to take the legs out, come back in and repeat. So I just have that little reset each time, deep breath, breathe out and just try and get a little bit closer and relax just for a second or two. I'm going to do that 10 times. So legs go out, they reset, they come in, cross the ankle onto the knee, bring that leg as close as I can, deep breath, breathe out, and just try and push the knee away and bring the ankle a little bit closer so that shin there is horizontal, it's coming across the front of the body there. Going to go through 10 reps of this, just follow along, leg in position, deep breath. Just that breath out helps relax the muscles and really get that full range across it. And again, deep breath, breathe out and just get it close to as I can, really stretching out, feel the stretch through the glute. 2 more reps. And last one. And then switching legs, same on the other side. So you might find, again, similar to the ankle, one side might be slightly more mobile than the other. I'm definitely less flexible on my right side, so this is going to be a little bit tougher. Get myself in position, same thing though. Deep breath, breathe out, try and bring that knee away, pull the ankle towards, really feel that extension in the glute. And reset, same thing, 10 reps. Halfway, 5 more. Last 2. And last one. Big deep breath, breathe out, push, extend through that glute. Okay, from there, just going to relax the legs off. So same position now, we're just going to work with the legs out, show us on side on as well. So legs out in front there. Same thing, just taking a deep breath and just reaching down, just touching down to my ankles and straight back up. Deep breath. So each time when I'm coming forward, I'm making sure I'm not hunching forward. I'm trying to just lean forwards, really stretch the arms out to touch the ankles at the end there. I'm going to do 10 reps again, that's 3. 4, deep breath in. Breathe out on the way in. If you find that too easy, you can go a little bit further just onto the toes. We're not trying to overstretch here, we're just trying to reach and gradually just take that range a little bit further. It's not a full kind of static stretch that you're going to hold and really yank. We're just working through a comfortable range of motion, getting your body used to working through, actively through a comfortable range of motion, really pushing it that little bit further as you start to feel everything start to relax. Deep breath, we'll do 2 more reps. And then same position, we're just going to spread the legs wider this time and do the same exercise with the legs out. So whereas that straight leg version in front is more for the hamstrings, here we bring a little bit of the groin extension in here as well. So deep breath, breathe out. Again, just 10 reps. Again, just going down, touching the ankle. If that's too easy, you can touch the foot. And if it's too hard, obviously just go to the shin. Just go as far as you comfortably can. just what we call that kind of point of bind, where you just feel that you can't quite go any further. Don't force it, just let it naturally relax and increase through. Last 5 reps. And even just pull slightly on the ankles when you get there. Just get a little grip and just pull yourself that slight bit further. Last 2. And last 1. Now we're going to go back into that same position in the moment. This time we're going to bring a little bit of upper body motion in here. We're going to kind of reach over, almost like a swimming stroke. We're going to reach over and try and touch across to the other side. After we've just done that first kind of progression there to loosen the groin off, now we're going to take it a little bit further. Let's get the legs as wide as you comfortably can. You're going to reach out, touch the ankle, almost hold onto the ankle with one leg, and then just kind of come with a big swimming stroke over and touch the knee. Reset to the middle, other ankle, swimming stroke over, touch. So again, we're going to work through 10 reps here. That's 3, reach out, come over, 4. Nice deep controlled breaths as you do it. You tend to breathe in on the way up and then breathe out as we actually go in to the reach. 6. 1 more each side. And then just let that release through from there. So last kind of movement we're going to work in now, coming up more into the thighs, into the quads. We're going to go into a kind of a flex position. So one leg's going to be straight out in front. You're going to kind of bring your heel back as close to your body as you can on the other side. Just showing you that again from the front. So one leg out, other leg bends around, and even just in that position, just for a little bit of a stretch there in the quad. So you're kind of tucking the foot into the backside there, and that knee, you don't want it completely in line, but don't have it too wide, just have it pointing out, maybe kind of a 45-degree angle. So from that position, just show from the side, from that position, I'm just going to reach over to my side with the hands on the side of the straight leg. So that's going to come over there, and I'm just going to reach back around and lean. Show on the other side, probably slightly easier to see from here. So leg straight, other leg bent through there. Just going to get a comfortable support back, leaning back slightly. The other hand comes round, and I'm just reaching back behind me. Just going to work through 10 reps of that, reaching back behind, back to the center each time. So that leg stays tucked in, reaching round for 3. So I'm just leaning back, coming down and touching with that position behind. Last 3. Last 2. And then switching legs, just do a few from the front here so maybe you can see different angle. So again, getting yourself up straight there. I'm going to be leaning back towards the straight side. So leg comes out in front, arm at the back there. So I'm just sort of leaning back and then reaching over and around. And each time I reach, I feel just a little extension going through the bent leg there on the thigh. Reaching back, trying to just touch my hands where the other hand lays behind me. Last 2. Same thing. Always working slow, deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out as you come over there. And then just to finish, just to relax the legs off, I'm going to bring my knees in close to me. Just do a gentle rock back and forth, just for around 20 seconds, just gently rolling back and forth. and then reach in, relax and finish from there.